The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Discretion is advised.
Welcome to Rare Form Nap Hour with Dan and Heidi and Darren.
What's up?
I think we should just catch up on the day and let's get out of here, you know?
Sounds good.
I don't know about you guys, but from the moment I woke up, I have been dragging ass. Like the truest definition of I cannot get anything going today. Mm-hmm. And I don't like it. I don't like today. The best part has been seeing you guys because we all showed up in the same exact mood.
Yep.
Which is we're all feeling very unpleasant. We're all feeling agitated.
It's been a couple days though.
Yep.
For me, it's been 2 days.
What's been going on for you in the last 2 days?
I got kicked out of a veterinarian place.
A vet's office?
A vet's office, is that what? Yeah. So
or like a VFW for veterans?
No. So I went to go pick up rabies.
Went to go pick up rabies.
Flea medication for my boyfriend's dog because he's in Aruba. Mm-hmm. And I walk in and I didn't have a mask on. I don't know. I just didn't have one on me. It's not, we don't have to at the moment. So.
Are you supposed to in vet clinics?
We're supposed to in hospitals.
That's what I thought. I didn't think hospitals and on planes and stuff.
Right. But pets, I didn't even think about it. All I had to do was go and pick up this piece of paper and a flea thing. And I walk in and she was like, you need a mask. And I'm like, do you have one? I'm like, I left my house and it's 45 minutes away. And I was like, I don't have one. I didn't even think. And I was being nice. And she was like, nope, you have to leave. And I was like,
that's a bit drastic.
And I go, but it's not mandated now, but I understand. I was trying to be nice. And I said, but you should have some then. If it's mandated in here, then you should carry some in case people like me don't have one. Or I said, so I don't know what to do. I'm not going to go drive 45 minutes home. And then it started. Then this other woman came out and said, read this. And I go, I can't. I don't have my glasses.
What did you leave your house with? Did you have your ID at least?
Yeah, I had
we know
money.
You had your car keys.
I had cash to pay for the thing, but then I got pissed. And I was like, I'm not moving. Sorry. You give me a mask. Or you just give me my stuff. I don't have a dog here. It'll take a minute. And I got really pissed. And then another lady came out. So there's 3 women yelling at me. And I finally said, I don't know what to do. The easy solution is for me to give you the money right here. And they had plexiglass.
Oh.
And there was nobody. It was just me.
Listen, I have taken this COVID thing very seriously. I'm a big mask fan, a big mask proponent, but this seems like a bit much.
It was too much. So then I walked outside and there was a guy, as a security guy for the place. And I go, oh my God, they just kicked me out of there. And he's like, is that what that screaming was? I was like, yeah, they're yelling at me. And he's like, you don't have to wear a mask. And I go, I guess I do there. And then this guy that owned the sandwich shop. This is a boring story, but he went to his car and he got me a mask. So then
that's nice.
Stormed back in there, and I was like, "You happy?" Yeah. I said, "Are you happy? Can I get my stuff now?"
You know what's funny, and I don't want to label you this.
Oh no, I'm not a Karen.
You kind of are, but and what?
But and here's where I get pissed now, just because I'm white and I'm middle aged. Oh, am I middle? Yeah, middle-aged.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. The fact that if I get upset about something, I'm going to be labeled Karen.
Yep.
For the rest of my... I hate it.
But it's also sometimes, judging by your story, is pretty spot on as well.
But I'm not going to a restaurant and being like, can I talk to your manager?
Not yet.
No, I don't do that.
You're practicing. You're ramping up. This is
I don't do that.
Right now you're cutting demos for when you finally go off in a restaurant and you go viral on some...
No, No, but
I'm
they
just
yelled
kidding.
at me.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
Like read this.
They truly need to calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
And that has set you off for the last 2 days?
I'm telling you what, I just think before then too, I was a little off because I didn't have a mask either. So I usually leave the home with a mask on my wrist or whatever. But I just didn't have, I keep
a backup in the glove box just in case.
Yeah. I probably.
Which might be a bit much, but you know.
Anyhow, that was.
Well,
I hope that was exciting enough for the guy that doesn't like me.
Oh, so as people who listened last week know, Heidi is now here full time, which is really, really, really makes me happy. And the feedback from our listeners has been overwhelmingly positive, except for one loyal listener.
You know,
let me read it. Let me read it, and then
it hurt my feelings.
Well, I mean, yeah, of course it did. Well, I mean,
it would have hurt my feelings,
right?
Yeah.
And here's the thing: I think my response was spot on. He said, I'm not going to say his name, but
you gave the best response.
Thank you. He said, I will continue to support you on Patreon, but Heidi is hard to listen to, not funny anymore. Which I don't know if he means that like you're not funny anymore, or the show is not funny anymore because you're here.
I don't know.
But
I took it both ways.
Last week was so fucking funny that I actually just said he was wrong. But my response was, your response was, that sucks. You and my boyfriend should meet and swap stories, which is amazing. But I said to him, I appreciate your support and your input. However, to me, Heidi feels like family, and I already feel like she inspires me and makes the show better. Keep listening. I think you'll see, which I do agree with.
Thank you for saying that. But I should have, and this is, look, I grew up a Jehovah's Witness where you go to the door and they slam it in your face. Do you know what I mean? So and
rejection is your thing.
And and then I went from there to stand up, which was even more like, and now I'm mad. I'm up, not mad. I just was like, oh man, that I really meant like that sucks. Like,
well, you know what I would say? I mean, because it didn't happen to me.
Is your video on?
Put
your video on.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I hate this fucking thing. What I was going to say, partially because it didn't happen to me, but seriously though, that means something's right. Meaning, you know what I mean? Because when you have everyone saying that everything's great, that means they're not listening, or they're just patronizing you.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that means, yeah, because people, and I'm gonna take it back
someone
to Howard.
cares, obviously.
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
cares.
I'm taking it back to Howard.
Please.
Tons of people love Robin. A lot of people think she's useless, and have been saying this since day one. So
and I'm lucky. That's just part of my
luck. Lucky. You're so lucky to have fans like that. And honestly, I do appreciate people's input. It doesn't mean anything's going to change. Heidi's here to stay, whether you like it or not. I mean, if Heidi leaves, it's on her own. So dumb. But that was funny to read. I did think you handled it well. But are you the kind of person where like all you've been thinking about is that comment, or do you see all the love you're getting as well?
I see all the love I'm getting.
Good. There's been a lot of it.
Yeah.
For me, that one would be the only thing that
of course.
I saw.
Oh, well, of course that
like
is.
Darren
even now
would print it out and staple it to his chest when he's hanging from the noose. People would find him, and that would be his note.
Well, even now I'm like, well, should I talk about that? Like, is that interesting? Like,
of course it is, because it's real. Listen, one thing we are here, we're fucking real, guys. We're as real as it gets over here. Also,
but just keep sending the money. We don't really care.
Yeah, that's it. We're only in this for cash, especially Darren and Heidi, who are just raking it in right now. Yeah. I also want to welcome our new Patreon supporter, by the way, Miss Heidi Van Tassel.
Thank you.
Hey. That was very sweet of you. It's funny that like both of you are contributors, which is amazing, and I cannot wait till Patreon allows me to just like make you guys team members and be able to give free access. It's so dumb you guys have to pay to be a part of it.
Oh yeah.
It's so dumb, but
I can't even stand the sound of my own voice, so I'm getting, I'm gonna pay, but
never look at anything.
Not gonna listen.
Do you watch the clips or anything? Do you do anything?
I watch it, but I really like have an issue with my face. like right here.
Why don't you just listen to it then?
Just listen. Don't look.
Yeah, I know I can't because I'm just like, oh my God, I need this done, this done, this. Yeah.
But obviously, like I told you something before the show that bothered me about me, and you're like, it's nothing.
Yeah.
That's how everyone thinks of you as well.
Okay.
You know, we said before, all of us are our own biggest critics.
It's true.
And we torture ourselves.
I'm trying to get to that place where I'm just comfortable with myself. And like that guy, I read his comment and I really was like, oh, that really sucks. But all right. And then everybody else is like, you know.
Have you got any messages from people?
Yes, my favorite guy from Ireland.
Oh, Neil?
Lee.
Okay.
Lee.
Good.
I don't know no Lee.
You don't know Lee? Lee, hit up Darren. He wants to know you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He apparently
people
doesn't
are
like
people
me.
are very kind.
His
I've
name?
gotten
Lee Walker.
Yep.
Oh,
I know
am I
this.
allowed to say his
Of
name?
course,
Oh.
yeah. Well, I'm sure he likes the shout out. Lee, thank you, buddy. Thank you on behalf of Heidi and everybody.
Top of the morning.
Oh boy.
That's not Irish.
Is it? Wait.
It's a horrible accent.
No, that's British, right?
No,
No, top of the
top of the marnin it's supposed to be, not
top of the
morning.
morning.
Marnin.
Morning.
Make the O an A.
Morning.
But it's not an Irish accent, is
It's
it?
Boston.
Top of the
Close.
morning.
Marnin.
Morning.
Marnin.
Morning.
Top of the marnin.
Top of the morning.
But that's not Irish, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Top of the marnin.
Top of the morning.
Hey, shishay.
Hey.
Hi, daddy.
Well, you're both Irish, right?
Yep.
Yep, I'm half.
Look at put your tattoo to the
To the
camera.
one.
Boom. Yeah, we both have Lucky Charm knuckle tattoos.
I mean, I'm supposedly Irish.
Really?
Yeah.
Is
that's
that
right.
oh, you have that tiny freckled dick. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Everything about you is like normal black dude, but you have a tiny white freckled penis.
Yeah.
So weird looking.
You
Are you
should
really
do
part
the
Irish?
23andMe.
I mean,
Yeah.
I told you, yeah. I'm gonna do the 23andMe, but yeah, I told you my grandmother's father was.
Oh yes.
My grandmother's maiden name was Kennedy.
You're a Kennedy.
Maybe.
Top of the morning.
Who knows?
Morning. Top of the morning there.
We're gonna keep doing this until you get it right. Top of the marnin.
Top of the morning. I wouldn't listen
Perfect.
either if I were any of you.
By the way, the fact that you just snorted, I need to read something.
marnin.
Got another message today. Great show, and Heidi is a super fit. Does she know Lisa? You may not get a show in with all the snorting, but if they were together, it'd be amazing. Really liked and related to Darren talking about himself. Another reference to Darren's episode. But people want to see you and Lisa together snorting side by
I want to
side.
meet her. I told you I would. I think we would really.
She sent me a message
Hit it
today.
off.
She texted me today and said, "Congrats on Heidi. She's great."
Aw.
So she likes you.
What'd you say about me?
Nothing.
Top of the
No,
morning.
that's not true. Hold on a second. Lisa and I had
I follow her on Instagram, and I think she is just
she's wonderful.
stunning. Like I want to know
Or
what
her
she,
looks.
She's just everything. Like I want to know what she eats. I want to work out at the same place.
No, you don't. She works out at home and she does it all day long. You don't want
Really?
it.
I
Yes.
want to do that.
No,
I
you
want it. I
don't.
need to.
No, you don't. Lisa actually did mention you. Her and I had a fight the other day.
Oh no.
We fight all the time. It's good though. We actually got down to, we figured some stuff out. But she said something about Darren. Where is it? God damn it.
She's like that BBC.
Oh, we were literally, okay, let me explain. On 4th of July, Darren came to my friend's house and hung out. We had a barbecue. Darren hung all day. Lisa and Johnny were there. You knew my wife, me, Lisa, and Johnny. That was it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you made some new friends.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. Had a great day. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So in the middle of Lisa and I's fight, we're texting back and forth, and she goes, "By the way, off subject, I love Darren."
I love you too, Lisa.
Yeah,
Aw.
it was nice. What a love fest today. This has been really, really nice.
And I wanted to say, I forgot to tell her at the party, but I saw her music videos. They're fucking good.
Oh my god.
the
amazing.
Kalola music
Wait
videos?
a second.
Her band Kalola?
Wait. This is what she's in
Like,
a
that shit was
band
dope.
with the guy from the Laura Dern show.
Oh, H Kink. Yeah, Tim Sharp.
Is that Tim? I love him.
Yeah.
She's in a band with him.
Not anymore. He's no longer in that band.
Oh,
But
she's so
He
cool.
he was in her old band Kalola that I was also in. I've known Tim
Oh.
for years as well. And then she started a new band with Tim called H Kink, and now H Kink is just Lisa.
Oh,
Yep.
Really cool. I
Yeah.
had no idea that
He's a good actor.
He was great on that show.
Very good actor.
I love that show.
What show is it called?
Enlightened.
That's right.
Enlightened. Yeah.
He used to be on another show I really liked. What the fuck was that?
Darren,
Anyway.
I'm sorry I interrupted you.
No. I was just saying that.
Yeah, I heard music videos.
I was so surprised at how much I liked it.
She's an incredible artist. I mean, for real.
I was like, wow, man, like that shit was creative. It was.
Did you see the underwater one? Is that the one you saw?
I don't know.
There's one like with puppets and it's like underwater enchanted.
It was just weird. It was weird. It was like funny. It was like, I don't know. It hit all the right buttons for me.
She's working on a new one right now that's going to be really, really good.
I believe it.
She gave me a little rundown.
I couldn't believe how talented she was.
Oh, that's lovely.
And her daughters. I mean, I've never met these
the
people,
best.
and I just love
She's
her.
the best. Yeah.
Like, I want to meet her too.
She'll probably call you a motherfucker. That's what she does. She's called me a motherfucker more than once. She's called me an asshole many times. And she's right, which is the hardest part, is that she's right about all of it. How do we move on from what?
Can I was saying Monster Drink.
Yeah.
My
Did you
sis-
see the video?
No, but the what video?
The YouTube video? I made a point of pointing out that you called it Monster Drink.
Yeah. And I was like, well, what's that for? I'm like, oh, it's not called a Monster Drink. It's what my sister was like. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's Monster Energy. I mean, it's Monster Energy drink, but you just call it, I'm drinking Monster Drink. This is my Monster Drink. It was very, very cute. So, Darren, do you know why you're dragging ass today besides almost dying from asthma?
No. Oh, I think it's because my roommates are coming back from vacation.
Oh, you've still been alone.
Yeah, they were gone a week. Well,
Isn't that awesome?
well, the main two, the other peripheral characters, went away for the 4th, and now they've been back this week.
But still, you've had a half-empty house.
Half-empty house, and we're the people who stay in our rooms, so it's quiet. The dog's kind of.
But now the ruckus is
annoyed.
coming back.
Yeah, so times 2 dogs, times 2 roommate, it's all coming back.
I think I just, as I was asking you, I think I realize now partially why I'm so down today and so slow. Last night, do you guys know that I have a thing? I don't like spiders.
No,
It's not.
know that.
I don't have a fear of spiders, but I just have a disdain for them as living creatures.
Yeah, I do.
Like they
Why?
bug me. Maybe it is fear. I just don't like that they can like get through any kind of little spot, and you never know when they're behind you. They're always above you. They could fall on you at any moment. And who knows if they're going to bite you or lay eggs in your ear.
Oh God,
Really?
stop!
Yeah, dude.
I'm not gonna think
So-
about that.
They're the one insect that I don't kill when I see.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I let them go.
okay, this is perfect that you said that. So my wife is the person who will save a cockroach. She'll save a spider,
Oh man.
a fly. Like, no, she'll kill flies, which I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, you can't pick and choose what life
She won't
you care.
kill a roach, but she'll kill a fly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like she'll politely ask spiders to leave. Like, would you mind whenever you're done eating, just please out the front door? And so we have a rule in our house now that like I can do 1 and 1. I kill one, then I save one, then I kill one, then I save one.
And this is for her karma.
Yes. If it were me, if it were for me, I'd be like just massacring every spider I could find. But I've started saving more than I kill, just to be nice and to feed off of her karma, try to let him survive. So last night I was in the bathroom urinating, holding my tiny penis in my hand, and behind the toilet we have like a couple little paintings, and there was a spider just hanging out just behind the painting. I could see his little legs sticking out. So I tried to like get some tweezers so I could grab his leg and take him outside.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I tried to be nice and save him, even though I could have pushed on the painting and killed him immediately. But I chose to take the high road and try to save this guy. So I adjust the painting, and he falls on the floor. And he's so fast. He's a thick, little, like hairy, like very dark, black, like meaty spider. And he starts, skittering around, and I can't get him. And at this point, once he's on the floor, like I'm going to try to kill you because I don't want you to hide somewhere and then like crawl under my toenail or something. And
Oh, God.
So he disappears. I can't find him. I'm clanging around in the bathroom trying to find him. Nothing. So I give up. I go in the living room. I put a movie on. I take an edible. I'm in the zone. Got my lights down low. And I see the little black spider going up the wall. And it's the same. It's the same body, the same guy. This is like an hour or two later. Interrupting my movie, and now I'm stoned, and now I'm terrified. So I go and grab my trusty spider removal cup. So I have a system. I put the cup on him and then put a postcard over it so I can remove him with the cup. I try to scoop him. He falls behind my couch.
Oh, God.
Behind my goddamn couch. And I see him stuck in the corner behind my couch. So I spray a bunch of Raid on him to get him. I look 10 minutes later. He's gone. The Raid did not kill this guy. I don't know how much longer later. Long story short, I feel something crawling on my neck.
Stop.
Crawling on my fucking neck. So I do this move.
No,
I do the fast slap. I almost pulled my own jugular vein out. I hit it and clamped it so hard. And I was like, I hope that was a hair. Please don't let it be a spider. So I'm holding my hand so tight.
No.
So tight, like digging my fingernails into my palm. I get up, I walk to the bathroom, and one part of me is hoping there's no spider there, just that it was a hair, nothing. The other part of me hopes there is a spider, so I know that he's no longer going to be wreaking havoc in my home. I open my hand, and there he is, this big, hairy spider who's now dead. So the moral of the story is, kill them at first because they will come for you after you do them a solid. And he tried to kill me.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck about that.
He did not. This is the number one most disrespectful spider I've ever met in my life.
What an a-hole.
Like twice I tried to help him out. I was going to, have him peacefully removed from my home, and that it ended in him being butchered by me.
Did you ask him to leave, though?
Yeah.
That's where... you did. So you said whenever you're done, could you just leave?
Well, it's kind of like, once I try to scoop you with the cup twice,
right?
and
You should know.
You know what's up.
You get
Right.
away. You know I'm not trying to kill you. Like, just see yourself out. Go under the door to grab a couple ants on the way out, whatever you eat. But you've been in here for hours
Have
now.
some
Maybe
self-respect.
have some self-respect, and have some respect for my home. Like, you're not paying rent. You've been living here I don't know how long rent free. Just see yourself out. And this motherfucker got defiant and crawled on my jugular.
Oh,
I know, right? It's like, come on, bro.
But literally, the move of you try to you slap and scoop, and I caught him and I got him. But I felt like Mr. Miyagi, but I really felt violated, and I feel.
Have you ever woken up to roaches crawling on you?
stop. Oh, my
No, but I've told this story before. I'll tell it quickly. You with roaches on more than one? Mm-hmm. Nah.
Oh, no.
I don't believe you, because if it's true,
starting
you
to
would have
feel
killed yourself.
things.
I should have.
Heidi, there's one in your hair.
I'm starting to feel...
My hope is that you have a panic attack every episode. What happened, dude? Where were you sleeping?
I don't want to call out whose place it was.
Do we know this person?
I mentioned them before.
Okay.
Let's just say that. Let's just. No, you know what? I'm not gonna say it.
But tell the story anyway.
Yeah. So
We'll call him Bob. You're at Bob's house.
yeah, I'm at Bob's house, and taking a nap. As you do. And I woke up to a couple roaches just chilling.
Nope.
On my body.
No.
Under your shirt or on your skin?
No.
Like
Nope.
close, like my chest.
Nope. No.
That's
No.
if they're above the knee, they're too close to your mouth, butthole, and penis.
Nope.
What'd you do?
Oh, I flipped out, but
That's the right response.
That's like an episode of Naked and Afraid.
Yeah.
There's bugs crawling up your crotch and your butthole. You know what I mean? How did I do it?
Would you rather a roach crawl inside your butthole or your vagina?
doesn't matter.
That's what I'm curious about.
God.
Doesn't fucking matter.
And
I'd rather just die.
You can't choose both. You have to choose one.
Oh, I
I
don't
feel
know.
like it's easier to extract from your vagina.
I guess, because Oh.
And doesn't
Okay,
like
roaches
that
or
video.
rats? Which is worse?
rats.
Okay.
Because if you step on a roach, you're going to kill it. If you step on a rat, it might jump up and bite your ankle.
Oh my
It might
God,
just make it
yes.
angrier. Like those New York rats that are the
New
size
York
of
rats
cats.
they're no joke.
Like I feel like I've seen rats that are close to the size of raccoons. Like ish, where like in the dark you're like, is that a fucking rat? Oh,
In Chicago,
a
too.
raccoon. They have big rats there. Don't
in,
like it.
In Baltimore, I had to park the car into this like carport, and I felt something fall from the tree, and it touched my shoulder, and I thought it was the tree branch, and it was a freaking rat. So I parked in the street. I blocked the driveway. I was like, I don't care. I'm parking in the street. Are you kidding me?
I caught two rats fucking on my walk the other night. Swear to God, this is last week. I go on the same walk every night around my neighborhood, and I pass these cars. I've been seeing a lot more rats and mice lately, but I had my headphones in, and I heard like a
bitch. Yeah,
you like that?
You like that rat dick, bitch?
That rat dick. So I heard like a scurrying through my headphones, and these two rats that were like were under a car ran out, and one was trying to get on top of the other one.
What?
And then they saw me, and they both panicked. They both panicked and ran away, and all three of us couldn't. It was the scariest moment of our lives.
What?
All three of you were scared.
All three of us were scared of each other, and like I'm not gonna hurt them, they're not gonna hurt me, but we were all scared.
Insane.
But one time I was sleeping. I grew up very, very poor. I've told the story before. I'll tell it quickly for you. I had an old shitty mattress I was sleeping on. I was changing the sheets once, and there was a little hole in the mattress. And you know what earwigs are?
Okay, this is because I was gonna talk about my earwigs experience.
So an
My
earwig crawls out of the hole of my mattress.
What is that again?
It's a little pincher bug. It's like a long, thin, it's maybe an inch long, thin, kind of like
Some country shit, right?
sort of. They have them here, but they're like
They
they have
have 'em in
little
Wisconsin.
pinchers on their head, like little pincher bugs.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. Yeah.
So earwig crawls out of my mattress, and I hate them.
Oh.
So I hit my mattress, Heidi. Hundreds came out of the hole.
Fuck no.
Hundreds.
I gotta go right now.
So
You've been sleeping on them for years.
Oh my
years.
god! Oh my god!
I don't want them
Oh my
to
God.
listen. I don't want them
Oh
to
my
get
God.
away, but I don't want to touch them. So I don't know how to like corral them. So I just like mom, and my stepdad like dragged it out of the house right then. But it was like hundreds of earwigs just flying all over the place.
Oh my. When I was like,
You guys want to know why I'm so fucked up? That's why.
when I was younger, like 14, 15, I feel like there's stuff all over me
There
now.
is. I can see them everywhere.
Oh my gosh. Remember like back in my day, the K-Swiss when it first came out.
K-Swiss,
when it was cool.
I love
like,
my
you know?
K-Swiss.
Yeah.
I love my K-Swiss.
Was that a Southern thing? People didn't wear them in. Like,
they
the
sure
Northeast.
did.
They did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had them in Wisconsin, and we
let's
were.
see if
So I was
I
like
can-
17ish, maybe 16. I don't know how old I was. It's all a big blur now. But I
About
was
10 years ago, 10, 20, 15 years ago.
exactly. I was walking down the stairs, and the K-Swiss,
my
they have those
K-Swiss.
holes in the side, and I was like, "Oh, what's that?" And I looked down, and there was freaking 2 earwigs coming out of the holes. I hate earwigs so much, and they're in Wisconsin a lot because they're anywhere where it's like damp. Like they love that. I was gonna say
Moist.
like
Like a vagina
like
or an
roaches.
ear. Yeah.
God, my
What?
Yeah, like roaches.
Yeah, exactly. They're like miniature little roaches, but they pinch you.
they
Pincher
hurt.
bugs.
It hurts.
I've gotten to the point where I'm not even like I like everyone. I don't like roaches, but I've gotten to the point where I'll hit them with my fucking hand.
Oh yeah, sure. I
Like,
mean, yeah.
I don't give a fuck now.
You're defending yourself.
Yeah, like
You're
if I see
defending-
one, I'll smack the shit out of it. I'm not gonna go get my shoe. Like
Here's this: will you kill a roach if you see it in public, like on a sidewalk,
no.
or you
No.
let it be?
I let it be.
Good.
that's their area,
That's their domain. Yeah.
but they don't seem to understand that.
They don't get it.
They do not understand where the line is of like your sidewalk, the outside into your home. Boundaries. That's
Boundaries.
it.
Oh, speaking of boundaries, let me just tell you this shit real quick.
Put your camera on?
Yeah, my
Okay.
camera's on. So it was this week, like a couple days ago. So we have outside roaches and shit, and like I mean, they come in the house every now and then. It's not pretty, whatever. But like you said, like I respect them when they're outside. Like I'm like I'll see one. I'm like all right,
You
I'm
can
not
go
gonna fucking
around
kill
it, of course, and they want to.
I put my beer down. Right?
Stop it.
I'm not kidding.
I'm getting skeeved now
Me
too.
too. Like,
I saw him and I gave him the warning like, hey,
Yeah.
You're getting close to my fucking door.
Motherfucker, I see you.
Yeah, like relax.
Oh, I feel it in my nose.
So I let him be, right? This motherfucker climbed up on my drink.
Was it a big roach? Like one of those big ones?
I don't know. I grabbed my drink and I'm like, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
You don't.
If I carried a pistol and there was a cockroach on my drink, I would shoot the drink.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Blast. I don't care if there's someone on the other side of it.
I almost punted the fucking
Yeah,
drink.
yes. You did the right thing. Yeah, I have a tough time. With the bugs. Speaking of K-Swiss.
I wear my K-Swiss. I wear
My
my
K-Swiss.
K-Swiss.
I wear my
Never heard this.
K-Swiss. Oh, it's the commercial.
I like them white and new. In the city.
I like them with earwigs.
I like them white and new.
When I dress.
Like I love my women.
Yeah, there you go.
Holler at me.
You mean like newborn babies? Oh, Darren.
Oh my God.
I wear my K-Swiss.
There's this show that I've been watching on Netflix. It's called Too Hot to Handle.
Is it a dating show?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's like
Is it all
Love
like supermodel
Island.
bitches?
Yeah, they're like these girls that are, but there's some from like the UK, from New Zealand, Canada, and then there's boys. And what happens is you pair up with
Boys.
somebody, but you can't kiss, you can't have sex, you can't do any of that, but they all sleep in the
So it's
same
like being
room.
married. Cool.
Anyhow, but I was.
Do you love it, or is it terrible TV that you love, or
It's
what?
So I love terrible reality shows.
You're looking at a Jersey Shore fan right here.
I never really watched Jersey Shore.
Well, then you don't
I
like
need
the
to watch
best of the
that.
best.
I know, I need to watch
It's
that.
the best of trash TV that there is, I think.
Mama June.
Oh, yeah.
The
Talked
From
about that
Not,
before.
Not to Hot is my favorite. That's my favorite.
Not to hot?
From Not to Hot. Mm-hmm.
Wait, Mama June from Honey Boo Boo?
Not. And it's
She's
called,
on another show?
Yeah, it's her. It's changed, I guess. So it's not the Honey Boo Boo show anymore. I can't believe I'm talking about this.
Is she still doing new episodes?
Whoever that listener was, I don't blame you. I get it.
When I said Heidi would be here permanently, I meant permanently for the next 2 weeks, and this is the second week. So everyone say goodbye to Heidi. She's on her way out tonight.
Well, no,
my
what we should
God.
let the listener know is that Heidi stutters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep. So if you don't want to support a stutterer, that's on you,
Yeah,
dude.
so,
Yeah.
you know,
Sorry.
You want to shame her for her crippling
Yeah,
illness?
that's right.
in this world where we're accepting
Wow.
of all people.
Yeah.
You know what though? I think that might be it though too.
right, Darren.
Is because ever since I was a little kid, it's challenging as a kid if you have a little stutter. I wasn't like a Mel Tillis sort of thing. I just stumble over words and they called it, but I had a stutter. So to me, when someone's like, either it's my boyfriend or whoever, and they're like, I don't want to listen to you right now, that triggers something in me.
Of course.
So sir, you triggered something in me. Now I'm
So basically, you're not supporting someone that has a real disability. You probably hate people in wheelchairs. You probably hate people with Down syndrome.
poor guy.
I mean, really, look at yourself and maybe shame on you.
And clearly it's bothering me because I keep going back to it.
That's okay. Make him feel bad so he stays on the Patreon.
Poor guy.
Yeah, so we keep talking about him.
It's great. It's
Yeah,
good
I'm
fodder.
sure.
No,
Well, no,
honestly,
he's not going to.
if he's listening this week, do keep listening because she's going to grow on you. I hated
I'm
her
like
at
a
first.
fungus.
What?
Huh? What?
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 Huh?
What'd
you
you
talking
say?
about? I didn't say anything.
What?
What? What are you talking about?
Did you say
I
you
didn't
hated me?
Me?
No.
What?
Me?
No.
I thought that's
Who,
what
me?
you said.
Who, me? No. No, I've loved you from the moment I met you. And
Me too. You've always felt like family.
that's what you said after the first time you met
and
us.
Todd
and we all
like
agreed.
felt like I'd known you guys.
Rest in peace,
forever.
Todd. Rest in peace.
Aw.
Yep.
Wait, can I tell you? I went to Palm Springs for July 4th, and it's fucking hot there.
Oh, wow. Newsflash.
It was 112. 112.
Why did you go there?
So I went there with my boyfriend and his kids and our friend who's a doctor.
Were you there
She's-
just watching the kids so we could go hang out with his friends? Or?
Heidi is just it's like Aruba, 112 degrees.
I'm sweating again.
When I was a little boy,
selfish.
we would play soccer in this kind of heat. Suck it up, you bitch. Stay on your diet, you bitch.
You'll sweat more. You'll lose
You're
more
getting
weight.
better, but you're still gross. Stay on the diet. I love you so much. Don't even look at me. Don't come around me with my friends.
You know what? I will say that One thing that my boyfriend does is that he really like compliments me nonstop, even when I was overweight.
He goes, wow, you really don't eat this much for a huge bitch.
No, but he's a nice guy. Anyhow, we went there, and long story short, on the way back, it was packed. It was on Monday, and there was
traffic wise.
Oh my god! Yeah. So it's hot in here.
It's awful.
I might need your thing, Darren, your
Dick?
inhaler.
Oh, you can open that door. I might get a little air in there.
So we're in the car, and I'm in the front seat with the dog is like down on my lap, like down by my feet. The kids and our friend is in the back seat, are in the back seat. And all of a sudden we're at a stop and the air conditioning is not working all that well. And I had a full on panic attack. Like in my head.
In a hot car?
In a hot car.
I'd rather be dead.
And I was like, okay, it's fine. And I lost it. I was like, you guys just be quiet for a minute because I can't breathe. And I rolled down the window and I still couldn't breathe. It was worse. Yep. But it was like everything was like, whew.
The only time I get instant anxiety is when I'm hot in a car. I've said this before, but like if I'm in...
open this door.
Please, yeah. If I'm in the back seat of a car... and people stop and the AC goes off and people don't get out immediately.
Oh, no.
Or like,
no.
If like my wife will get in the car, we'll go somewhere and she'll get in the car and turn the car on. And then she'll like put in the maps and like not crack a window or not put the air on. I'm like, what are you doing? I have never loved you less than I do right now.
I went on a date once with this guy and I thought he was really awesome and cute. And he picked me up and I got in his car. And there was no air. He didn't roll down the windows. He told me I couldn't roll down my window because there was something wrong with it. And I was like, it was over. Like the date was over. Like
that'll dry you up right away.
I couldn't breathe.
Yep.
It's
not good. Speaking of my walks the other day, I saw 2 nights ago, I was walking past a homeless guy jerking off. I saw a man jerking off the other night.
What?
Yep. Under his blanket, and I'm gonna try to recreate what he was doing.
Oh my
god! He had a shitty blanket covering his dick area.
Coming from being homeless,
but his face was doing this.
The game.
Oh, did you jerk off on the street?
No, I didn't.
This guy was doing this. Okay, so his dick was covered with a blanket, but his face was going. So like, what are you trying to? Why even cover it up? Like, I know exactly what you're doing. And he was like making noises and stuff.
You're not playing the flute, sir.
Oh, he was in the zone.
No.
Yeah. So I finished him off and I kept walking. But like, it's what you got to do.
One time I had to call 911 because I was waiting for a ride and I lived in... It doesn't matter where I lived. I lived over wherever in Hollywood. And I was upstairs and I was waiting and a guy pulled up in front of the house in a minivan and the dome light was on. And I'll never forget what he looked like. And his shirt was like a Hawaiian shirt. And all of a sudden,
describe his look. Describe his face to me.
He was like Hispanic, a little chubby, kind of looked like the Mencina guy, that stand-up
Carlos
guy.
Mencia.
Yeah, like a little bit like that. That's what he looked like. And
so not really a looker.
Yeah, no, he
se.
wasn't.
Okay.
No. So I'm looking because I'm like, wait, what's he doing? Is he waiting for someone in my building? And all of a sudden I'm like, oh, and he was looking up at me and doing it like, oh, and I was like, oh, and I backed up and I called 911 because I was like,
I'm in love. What's your emergency? I think I'm in love. I think I'm in love.
I think I found him.
But I called 911 and I go, there's a man, he's and I couldn't think of what to say and I'm like, he's pleasuring himself.
And the operator's like, go on. Yes. So did they come? I mean, not
it was
not the
Halloween
guy.
too.
Oh.
So I mean, like I thought, what a fucking pervert.
Maybe he was dressed up as a pervert. Maybe it was a fake dick. He could have just been like pretending and waiting for his candy.
Well, I just thought it was weird, and there's like kids around. I'm like, this is disgusting. So they.
Do you know? I don't think there's a woman that I know that hasn't seen a dude jerking off in public.
Oh, that's the worst.
Really?
Like I think this guy yesterday is the first one that I've seen. I think But I bet you've seen more than one.
I'm sorry, it's disgusting. I hate it.
Oh.
It makes me feel uncomfortable.
Well, Darren and I had a surprise for you, but I guess we won't do it today. Let me just put this away real quick. We wanted to welcome you to the family last week, but we forgot.
So sweet.
Let's
We'll welcome
scratch
her
it
next
for now.
week.
Yeah. We'll scratch it. Maybe for our next guest.
So gross. Ugh, it makes me like.
So when you're in a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
do you like seeing it of your partner?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
That's not what I asked. I didn't say that. Can you stomach it? But is it something that you like to see if it's someone that you know, or you just don't like seeing it in general?
I think it kind of
Time
turns
and a place.
me on.
Okay.
Yeah, depends on what you know.
But not in a minivan with a dome light on.
No.
That looks like Carlos Mencia.
Yeah, with the
That's not optimal.
no.
Should I have said something to the guy jerking off? Like it's in like a nice
No.
neighborhood. No.
I mean, what are you gonna say?
I don't know. I wanted to like. Part of me wanted to like kick
Put your
him.
fucking cock away.
Sir, listen to me. I live in this neighborhood. I don't have kids. I'm a grown man, but I find this disgusting and irritating. I don't know. It did bum me out though. I didn't like that it was happening in my neighborhood.
Where it was on your street?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Yeah.
Was he on like the ground or just?
Yeah,
like,
I was laying on the sidewalk, like laying on the sidewalk.
What?
Just
like what time of night was this?
like 11.
That's too early. For
The things
that.
are closed.
That's too early for that though.
But here's the part that really made me angry. I forgot the part that made me upset. So I was walking.
You couldn't get a taste?
Yeah. No, I got down there. I got a little bit of it. I got the last drop.
Oh, okay.
No, I was walking and I passed a girl on my walk, and then like 20 seconds later, I saw the dude going at it.
No.
So he must have started when she walked by, or at least he was doing it when she walked by. To like,
Ew.
Darren's like, I can relate.
I thought you were gonna say. So you saw the girl, and then you turned back, and he was fucking her.
Far
Like,
from.
how'd you pull this up? No,
Far from.
The craziest thing, especially when I was homeless, I would always be like, "Yo, how do you get these girls to roll around with you?" Like,
Yeah.
there are a couple dudes who pull that shit off.
It's weird. One of my good friends.
It's like you're homeless. You have a girlfriend?
One of my good friends. She said that and she's like, she only likes super hot dudes. Like she has like good taste. Like the hottest guys is the ones that she finds the hottest.
But
She said
she loves that homeless dick.
no. She said the hottest guy she ever saw in her life was a homeless dude. The absolute hottest guy
You
she
told
ever
me
saw.
that.
Yeah.
I had a joke in my stand up about that, about how I was walking down the street and I saw this guy and we made eye contact and he looked like Brad Pitt and looked like a surfer, and he walked up to me and he said, "Can I spare some change?" Because there's some hot.
Oh sure.
hot. They're
Because like,
buff. They're
especially if you like scruff or a
Love
beard,
scruff.
because you don't see a whole lot of like clean shaven homeless dudes.
Yeah.
So if you like scruff, most homeless guys have that.
Yep.
If you like literal feces under the fingernail, I mean, homeless guys are.
But
kinda-
there's no-
I mean, clearly I like that.
There's no excuse for that shit.
for what?
For being scruffy and stinking and all that shit. You can find places to shower. You can find places to go.
You can, but if for those guys, I feel like that's not their priority.
Fair enough.
You know.
I saw a guy this afternoon in my neighborhood, and he was at the bus stop, and he had a. This is a like nice area, and he was sitting on the bench. Not that it can happen anywhere, but he was knotted off with a needle in his
Oh,
hand,
God.
and it was in his toe.
Oh, but like in the webbing, like between the toes.
Yes, in his foot, like toe, yeah. And his shoe was off. I took a picture if you want it.
Send it to me now because I want to pop it. I'm gonna pop it on the screen right here. That's really great.
I took a picture. I was like, "What is happening?"
Gross.
Poor guy.
I mean, literally, probably poor. What was it? What was I gonna say? Making a note here. I want that picture from you, Heidi.
Oh, can I tell you what Joel Grover told me about his advice from Oprah?
Yes,
Or
but-
is that boring?
I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard it yet.
Oh, okay.
Let's try it. First, tell us who Joel Grover is.
Joel Grover is an investigative reporter on NBC, and he had the Streets of Shame on Monday nights, which was the best. And that's where he asked me to share my story, and then in doing so,
The poop bucket story.
Yeah, and in doing so, I met you guys.
It opened up your world in some ways.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I saw him. I was walking the dog the other day, like 2 days ago, and I turned the corner and like ran into him. I was like, "Oh my god!" And he had a few minutes, so we walked together, and I said, hey, you know, remember I did that podcast? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, they asked me to be, you know, the co-host of it now. And he was like, that's amazing. So he started to tell me about when he lived in Cleveland, he was an investigative reporter as well. That's what he wanted to do. Well, they asked him, will you interview Oprah? She's just starting out, like she has a show. Shit. And this was like 1980 something 5 or whatever. And he's like, oh God, like he didn't want to, because he's like, I'm an investigative reporter. I don't want to do this fluff. And so he did it, and they were in the room, and Oprah said, how do you like being a reporter? Because that's what she started off as. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I love it. Just sometimes there's stuff I don't want to do, you know? And she gave this advice, and I love it. And she said, no matter what you do, no matter how old you are, no matter what, if it's something that you want to do, let's say they say, will you get me a cup of coffee? You say, how do you want it brewed? Mm-hmm. Do you want it hot? Do you want it iced? Like, you just do the best you can with what you're given. And that's what he did. And then he became this, like, you know.
It's great advice if you can stick to it. And
yeah.
I think all of us like to think that we're that person. Are you that person?
I can be, but I build up like I gotta get coffee again. You know what I mean? Like, could be because you want things to happen right now. Mm-hmm. Like, I want to do this now. And instead of like, I wish I could follow that advice. I just thought it was good. I have that in my mind.
And he got that
like,
advice from Oprah when she was nobody?
When she was... before she became a huge star.
And now she steps on everybody, which is goes to show that someday you can walk on people as much as you want. No, I
just thought
like
that
Oprah.
was interesting, because I ran like literally into him on the corner.
Did you live in your hood?
Yeah, but I never see him.
Have you stayed in touch since you did the broadcast?
Yeah, I haven't seen him in like a year though. I haven't talked to him in a year. But he's great. His Streets of Shame. He was talking about how.
Are they all on YouTube?
I think so.
I think I've seen more than just yours before.
Yeah.
He covers like it's everything that's going on in LA.
Yeah, and he also was the one who went to all the camps, all the encampments, majority of them, and asked them, you know, if we had a place for you to go, would you go? And like 75% of people said no, I'm good here.
That's the thing, is that everyone's like always asking, why don't the cities clean up the streets of the homeless people? Because that's their life.
Yeah, because they can't. And I mean, the majority of them, there's a lot of them, not the majority, there's a lot that do have mental health issues, and then they're doing drugs and drinking. So there has to be some sort of like mental health care facility.
That's the thing.
I keep saying that over and over again. The billions of dollars that this stupid mayor is getting per homeless per person is ridiculous. 162,000 homeless people now on the streets of LA.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. It went up like 24% or something.
I mean,
like that.
over the last year, you could see it. You could see everything. You could see the streets changing as you drove. Like it changed almost every day.
Yeah.
Darren, when you were homeless for a year, as everyone kind of knows.
I had no idea. This story is fascinating to me.
By the way, we talked for like 40 minutes before the show about Heidi didn't know Darren's history of homelessness and how that all came about. But
it's not a history. It was 1 year.
No, but it had. I feel like it had a lasting effect on who you are, in some ways, or the way you view other people, or the way Yeah,
I mean,
giving people benefit of the doubt for shit.
Yeah, you come to some realizations.
Sure.
You have nothing but time to think.
Mm-hmm. But when you were going through it, if someone had come to you and said, "Hey, we have a place for you to go if you want a bed and food and showers, in this like facility or this like hotel," would you have taken it?
Yeah, I lived in Long Beach. They have a thing where, as long as, so if you go to like the social worker's office or whatever, I forget what the stipulations are, but as long as if you're actively looking for work, they will house you. For, I think it was like a week or maybe 2 weeks. You get a voucher for a hotel, which is a shitty hotel, but they give you.
It's better than it's a bed, right? Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was like it was better than what I was paying for.
Yeah. There you go. Mm-hmm.
The only problem is, and this is where the problem comes with homeless people. The problem is there are rules, and homeless people don't like rules.
Because on the streets, there's
Right.
there's rules within the community that you live in. Probably there's like
Right.
rules of the street, but you do what you want to do.
Yeah, when you,
I don't want to shit in the
I
toilet.
would think, I would think. In my experience of homelessness and dealing with homeless people and being homeless myself, there's a thorough line of I'm going to do what I want to do. To a fault almost.
Right.
So, this place, the rules were you had to check in by 10 p.m. or whatever, 9 or 10 p.m.
Because they lock the doors, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Like, no, you can't come in.
Yeah. So you have to get your voucher signed by the person at the front desk saying, I'm here or whatever. So basically, like every day you have to like get your voucher signed and all this stuff, and then they also check your room to make sure you're not like,
Bringing shit in or
bringing drugs in or having people stay with you or whatever. But I mean, other than that, it was chill. But like, people want to do what the fuck they want to do.
Yeah.
I remember these two people getting kicked out because they were fucking all night, and I heard them. But they broke the bed, and so in the morning, the people who owned the hotel were just like, "You get the fuck." But the thing is like, people don't realize it's like, yo, you're staying here for free.
Yeah.
Like your ass will be on the street. Like,
Yeah.
relax. Like this isn't a fucking party.
Yeah.
Right.
You literally are having someone's doing a favor for you, a massive
yeah.
favor that costs them money.
Yeah. And I met a lot of people, not a lot, but I met definitely a decent amount of people who that's what their gig was, going from places like this, just keep, trying to find people to use and abuse and fucking, and it's like, bro, like, and the thing is, after I saw this guy get kicked out in Long Beach, I started seeing him on the streets, like, riding the trains. Cause that's another hustle,
Every day he was fucking
homeless.
people on the train every day.
Wait, what's a hustle?
The hustle is my hustle was I slept on the train and buses. So I never,
Oh.
Because you pay once, you can just ride and
Right.
ride and ride and
Exactly.
just stay in the air conditioning.
right, exactly.
Just keep your seat.
Yeah. So it's a way to still be around people so that you're not outside, vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also, a way, like if it's cold, you're on the bus or whatever. But yeah, we had there was a whole crew. Like I knew that these people would be at this bus stop because it's the last stop. And then we'd all take so there's a bus that goes from Hollywood to Santa Monica that runs all night.
Mm-hmm.
And so after about 12, you catch that bus. And that's how you get your sleep, because the one bus goes for about an hour. Mm-hmm. So you get your hour then.
Oh my God.
And then you have to get off and then take it back. So you do, what is it? I think it's 4 trips of that. And then everything opens back up.
So it's
again.
broken sleep. You get the 4 hours of broken sleep, but
yeah.
you can still, you get like,
Yeah.
45 minutes of
you
actual
get
sleep.
you get a good hour.
Wow.
This has to be a movie. You have to write please. This is
I do have
Darren's
some
story.
Some jokes from it because like I said, there's a whole group that does the same thing. We're all on the same page. So everyone gets off the bus and then we all cross the street to wait for the next bus.
Did you know their names? Like, would you guys do the nod of like, what's up? Like, would you guys know each other, or is it all just like you're all in
It
your
wasn't
own world?
names, but it was just like, yo, what's up? Like,
Okay.
And,
Everyone
like,
knew, you all knew what you were doing. Everyone knew, like, we're playing the same game here.
yeah,
wow.
Can you fall asleep in a car easy now?
I always could.
Yeah. Oh, you could. I can't.
Me too. I could, because my mom and dad would drive around to get me to sleep when I was like young. So
Up until you were 15.
yeah, 22. So I'm just exhausted in a car. Yeah.
I cannot sleep sitting up. It's the worst.
Oh man,
Planes, can't do it.
really?
I've gone to Australia like 3 or 4 times. It's like a 19-hour flight. And the first couple times I took Xanax to try to sleep through the flight. And that didn't work. So now I'm just exhausted. All I want to do is sleep, but I can't. So it was like torturous. Total
That's
torturous.
crazy.
Yeah. Not good for me. I can't do it. Can you sleep on planes?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
I love
Are you
it.
the kind
I
of
love
person,
it.
when you go to bed,
Mm-hmm.
are you asleep within like a minute of laying down?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I'm thinking of all the things I said.
You're thinking of
wrong.
that Instagram comment?
I'm thinking of that guy. Like, What?
What can
Why
I
doesn't
do?
he like me?
What can I do? Is it my voice? Is it my face?
Yeah, that's
Is
what
it
I
my...
thought too. Like,
Does he hate people who have had crimes committed against them? I don't get it. We have a question for you, Heidi.
oh.
Let's go to
You have reached the voicemail box of
Rare Form Radio. Please leave a message after the tone.
So this is from our buddy Neil, and Neil says, Heidi, I'm sure you've talked about PTSD type symptoms following the plop bucket incident. Has that been aggravated with COVID shutting everything down, then everyone going back out? Don't ask if this makes you uncomfortable. Does it make you uncomfortable?
No.
Have you had any has COVID brought up any PTSD for you?
For sure. That's
Really?
funny he said that because this morning I was walking the dog and I heard this like rustling in back of me, and I almost...
So it brought you right back
Yeah, it was crazy. And it was my neighbor.
to Jer.
And he was like, hey, hi. And I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I just thought. He's like, you thought what? And I'm like, I don't know.
I thought you were going to shit in my head. I'm sorry. It's a thing. I never explained it.
It's crazy though. It really yeah, it does. I get in my car now and I lock the door right away. And there's a lot of, and I think that has, I think there's depression issues with that too. Like, so when I'm at home, I'm a very, I'm an empath. And so I can only be around people for so long. Like when I used to wait tables, if I had a busy Friday night, that Saturday, I don't want to talk to anybody.
No socializing. You're not going to parties.
None. Nope.
Interesting.
I can't.
You soak everyone's
take
stuff in.
everybody's stuff in. So
How's this room feeling today?
It feels good.
Yeah?
Because we're all it feels good.
Oh, that's good.
Feels better. But yeah, I have a lot of fat that has because of the
wonderful things he does.
Can
Can you name the song, Darren?
I know it,
no
but
hints.
I can't think of it.
Because of the wonderful things he does.
Oh, Wizard of Oz.
That's right.
The wizard.
Yep.
I did The Wiz. I was in The Wiz.
He's on down,
Really?
he's on down the road, right?
Don't
I don't
you
know.
carry nothing that might be a load. Come on, ease on down the road.
That was such
Wow,
a
look
good.
at you.
I love The Wiz.
You're the whitest. Like, how the fuck do you not even know that?
I know what the Wiz is. I just never saw
great.
it.
I remember it was on
It's good. It's
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's a good. It's
Yeah.
A good
Wait a minute. Did Michael Jackson have any part of that?
Yes, he
Okay.
did. He
Didn't
was
know
a
if I was just being like
scarecrow,
a dumb...
right?
Scarecrow.
Yeah.
Okay. I preferred him in Captain EO. That was more my favorite. Michael
Captain
Jackson.
EO was dope.
Captain EO.
What's that?
Dude.
What?
Dude.
Oh, that might have been
Heidi.
against a religion.
What was that? No, because
Captain
he's a
EO.
Jehovah's Witness.
Michael Jackson? Not anymore.
No.
Oh. Captain EO was like a... It was like a...
Captain EO.
Was it a movie? It's a movie, and then it became a ride.
Wasn't
at
it
Disney.
an Epcot thing?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's exactly what it was.
What?
Captain EO.
I don't know this.
I'm gonna keep saying it. Captain EO.
Was this when he was young?
I mean, yeah.
Like his 20s, right?
80s, 90s, probably 90s.
How do I not know this? I love Michael
Let me see what
Jackson.
Captain EO actually is. What is?
I did love him before I found out many things about him.
That he was a vile pedophile.
Yep.
I disagree with all these things.
You don't think he was a pedophile?
No.
You have
really
to
don't?
see.
No.
You have to see the
Oh, God.
documentary on HBO Max. Did you watch that?
I refuse to see it.
Finding
Yeah.
Neverland? Oh, you don't want to know the truth?
So you have, yeah. Once you watch that though, Darren, I'm serious. I can tell. I mean, these two guys have associated with their moms because their moms put them in harm's way.
Yep.
Then here's my issue: if people won't listen to R. Kelly, oh, of course, okay, yeah.
Captain EO. Yep.
Why? I mean, it's just, oh my God, never mind. It's just, it blows
Okay.
my mind.
The
So-
overwhelming feeling that the public has is that Michael Jackson did all these horrible things. Why do you not think so?
Was I know people who know him personally?
Well, and that's so my
Okay.
boyfriend has a very good friend who, I shouldn't even say that, but he worked with him, and he said without a doubt that shit went down, without a doubt. And my boyfriend was on the fence because he was like, oh, I don't know. I mean, like, and then we watched it and he was like, oh, Jesus, I feel sick to my stomach because I
it's
love
funny, like,
Michael Jackson.
You know people that know Michael,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I think it's common that when you know someone, you say like, it's not true.
Right.
Maybe it's not true. But then like I know people that know two of the boys who made these claims that are in the documentary, and my buddy's like, they are absolutely telling the truth. So both camps are adamant that it's true or untrue.
Right.
If you watch that Finding Neverland, even
That's
Oprah,
true.
Oprah at the end.
Yep.
Oprah, his biggest supporter, she believes it, and she had a whole like question and answer thing with victims of, I didn't mean to go victims, but with victims of child. I didn't mean to do air.
You guys with your PTSD and your issues for being molested.
I didn't mean that.
Money grubbing.
But that's when I was like, oh, Oprah's even like, damn.
Yeah.
From what I hear, the documentary is pretty damning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it's rough.
It's rough because
but again,
these two guys, I'm telling you, I have a good eye for like when you're fake, when people are fake and they're, you know, crying like fake cries. These men were, it was heartbreaking.
That is the thing, is that I feel like I can judge people pretty well too. When these like guys who are talking about what supposedly happened to them when they were kids, like it has shaken them to their cores. And unless they're like Academy Award winning actors, it just you can feel like the shame and the pain and the embarrassment and the anger. And like you said, how so much of the anger is focused towards their parents,
their mom,
for allowing it to happen, like more so than Michael.
Yep.
Which is an interesting, like you would think if they're faking it.
That makes sense.
It's like you go after the predator. But these boys are like, my parents put me in these situations. Like how could they do that to me?
Yep.
Like never mind Michael. How could my parents like give me to a man to go like stay with him and stuff?
I mean they would. I mean these moms would leave for a week or two and leave them on the ranch, or when they go to like a hotel. He would have like the two floors, and he would have
security
the
and stuff.
Mom and dad go down like on the bottom floor, and his room would be on top, and they just let their kid go sleep with him, and I mean crazy stuff. But
and I understand, and part of me, I understand, like if you're a parent and like at that time he was the most famous person in the world, and like he chose your kid to hang out with,
right?
Like how do you, if you told your kid no? Imagine if like when you were a kid and Madonna wanted to be your friend or whatever. Who was your favorite person when you were a kid?
Probably Madonna.
Okay.
Yeah.
If Madonna's like, Heidi, I want to take you all over the world. You're so cool. I really see myself in you. And your parents were like, no, you're not.
I dress like her.
Yes.
And all her like, yeah.
And your parents were like, no. I mean, they'd be the worst parents in the world.
Yep.
But they might be the smartest parents.
Yeah.
No one knows except for Michael and the boys, I guess.
I think most parents would be like, that doesn't sound right.
You would think so.
Right.
But again, like you also, there's like an innate thing of trusting famous people. You know what I mean? Like where the public, like you just, if someone's famous, you just assume that they're like good folks.
Yep.
Especially when you're portrayed as like, look at Bill
Not
Cosby.
since the advent of social media.
Bill Cosby is like, he was America's dad. Like who could be more trusted?
Puddin' pups.
Yeah, who could be more trusted than the cause? And look what he did.
Yep.
You know.
Once again.
Yeah.
You
don't believe Cosby?
Nope.
Wait, what?
No.
Oh my god.
I know I've lost all of the listeners.
Wait a minute. Okay.
There's like 80 women.
That's the thing. I'm a firm believer of like where there's smoke, there's fire. And with Cosby, there is so much,
yeah,
much smoke.
I do think that some shady shit happened.
Shit.
But I don't
Say it again, sorry.
Yeah, I would say that I think that some things happened that probably were, were not respectable, I guess you could say. I don't want to, like, I wasn't there, so I don't know what to believe. And
well, if you weren't there, then you also can't take any side then. But if you're saying you don't believe it, that's taking a side.
Yeah, you're right. But
you're like 60, I mean, it is like 60
It's
women.
a lot of women.
Like all it takes.
I retract my statement. I will say, I don't know. And I
guess
will,
none of us know. That's
I will,
true.
I will choose to just not think about it.
That works. That's great. I am done with this subject because I don't like where this conversation is going.
No. It's just I think okay. I'll put it this way. I think it's a sad situation all around.
Oh, that's at minimum. It's sad. Like, let's say
for everyone involved.
Let's say that 60 women are lying. Then it sucks for Bill Cosby to be accused of being a rapist.
And I'm not saying they're lying.
Well,
I didn't say that.
Well, I mean, if you believe
But
him, then you believe they're lying.
I don't believe what we were told. That's what I should have said.
That he, which part? That he drugged women and had sex with them unconscious?
No, I just don't believe. I just don't believe the package story that we were given, the way it was presented, and what that information was.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I can accept that.
I've been I wouldn't say a victim, but I guess it's the word, a victim of mob rule before.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I'm just very weary of tons of people saying the same thing.
You get in the echo chamber or whatever it is. You get in the loop.
Yeah. It's like,
That's why it was with the Me Too thing. And being a woman too, it's if I say anything, then I'm looked at as like, oh, that's awful.
Turncoat.
But after a while, it's too much.
No, I agree with you.
And there has to be some sort of trial where, you know, if a woman says, hey, he raped me or he did this to me, he made me feel uncomfortable. I mean, it was getting too much that there should be an investigation into it. Instead, the man's life is ruined, no matter if
That's right,
he
Heidi.
did it
Thank
or
you for having
not.
our backs. Thank you. Yes.
But I mean, like, it really, and it's taken away from the women who are actually raped.
And I think that's everyone's issue for the most part. Is like if you like with the Aziz Ansari thing,
I
that was a bad
so
date.
bad for him.
He had a bad date. He had a super awkward date. It sounds like, and what he supposedly did, and even to me, I still back Louis C.K. I don't think what he did was as horrible as people think either.
Yeah.
But that takes away from the actual rapists and stuff.
I don't think Louis C.K.'s thing was that bad either.
He had issues with taking out his dick and like showing girls.
But also, I understand the people who do have an issue with it.
Right.
Because they have the right to feel the way they feel.
Right.
And going back to Cosby, I think I retract what I said. I think that everyone is entitled to feel the way they feel.
Yeah.
Based on what was presented, meaning the people who feel that he did this, they are justified in that because it damn sure doesn't look good.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I also think that the people who don't believe are justified in that too.
Yeah.
You retracted your statement, but you've changed my mind. Fuck Britney, free Cosby. That's where I'm at now.
Oh my God.
I'm so proud that he's finally free.
Even like the guy in the car that I said that I saw, that affected me. It made me uncomfortable. Now, should he be like, I don't know. I mean, I called the cops on him, but like, I don't know.
If for some reason that had gone to trial, would you have gone to be a witness and be like, if he was looking at like 10 years in prison, would you have been like, yeah, he deserves prison?
No, but I feel like that people who do that, it leads to other things. It leads to rapes. It leads to...
So jerking off with a dome light is a gateway drug to...
Abductments?
Abductions.
Heidi with a spelling bee. What? She is such a mastery of the English language.
Abductment.
There's too many abductments in this city nowadays. See all these perverts with all their abductments?
Well, here's the uncomfortable Here's the uncomfortable question. Here's the uncomfortable question.
Masturbatements everywhere.
So with the Michael thing and with the Cosby thing, right? I'm the only black person in the room, right?
I mean, that's your opinion,
right? So
you don't know. Well, I identify as a brother. No, yeah, you're right. Nah. You're right. No, I'm not.
So with the Michael thing, if I say I don't believe that, right? Do you immediately start to believe, or do you immediately start to think, oh, it's because he's black?
No. No, and I don't think I'm not that guy that thinks that way anyway. But I also know you well enough that like you're not like a like like black only, like all things black is the Darren way. It's not how you live your life.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
What if it were though?
if you were like
Yeah, I
a
think
stereotypical like black man, that's what I mean. Like, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, meaning that for some reason, being pro-black is scary to white people, and I understand that. But I don't think there's anything wrong with being pro-black, and
Fuck no, of course not.
you know, being vocal about being pro-black or pro whatever you are. I mean, I'm gonna say I don't think there's anything wrong with being pro-white.
I'm just kidding.
Careful.
I'm teasing.
I'm serious though. Like, you know, like if you
The only time
I'm not. It doesn't offend me at all.
the only time the overwhelming pro black mentality thing had me weirded out was the OJ stuff. Like about how
What part?
About the overwhelming amount of black
people
folks
supporting him.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think it's because he killed a white chick. They're like, let him go. We need less white women in the world.
Partially, but also for black people, it was the first time that black people were, or at least the first time since I've been alive, that black people were like, hey, you see that fucking system?
Right.
How does that feel?
Right.
know?
Well, the fact that he got off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because the thing with the Cosby thing and all that is like there's so many instances where, you know, black people got the raw deal in this type of shit. And I think there's a part of black people that says, hey, you see?
Mm-hmm.
How does it feel?
Right. And part of me doesn't mind that happens.
Okay.
You know? Like part of me is like,
Yeah.
cool. Like, yeah, people should see that I was talking to a friend the other day who works in television, and he said, he goes, yeah, I'm trying to get this like a scripted show off the ground. He goes, but they're just not giving those jobs to white men right now. Mm-hmm. And he's like, it's a fact. And he's like, and I'm actually okay with it. Like I understand it. Yeah. Like
I'm not.
I am. Part of me, I am, and I'll tell you why. Is that like this is so like woke, but I hate being that dude. But white men have had it so good,
and I agree.
White straight men have had it so good for so long, and then white people have had it so good for so long. I don't mind that women are being focused on getting more jobs, and that minorities are getting more acting jobs and directing jobs and writing jobs. I think we're in the middle of like an overcorrection, which is like, don't hire white men for anything. I'll take it for a while, but eventually I think it'll come back to the middle and kind of be a little bit more.
Yeah, it's like a pendulum.
Fair. Yeah, like it's overswung.
Yeah, it's overswung.
You know,
there was I heard a trans woman speaking next to me, and she was complaining because she was Middle Eastern. I forget what nationality she is. She was Armenian or something. And she said she's having trouble because even as a trans girl that's not black, she's not getting any jobs. She can't do, there's no like opportunities. And I was like, what? She goes, yeah, it's all going towards black trans women. So the other trans girls are having an issue. So she has to go to Germany, and like, I forget what she did. She's a performer or whatever. But I was like, really?
So the top of the food chain now is black trans women.
Yeah, and all
which
the
are still born men getting a better
and all the
slot.
Yeah, so she was complaining about that, and I was like, wow, that's a different. I never even thought about that. Like,
interesting. Yeah, we're in a total place of chaos right now as in the world. Yeah. I just thought the other day, this might be horrible to say, but I'm curious. Cultural appropriation. So if I grew dreadlocks or whatever, started wearing like Rasta stuff.
Please don't.
Do you know I've always wanted dreadlocks? My whole life.
I won't come back.
Like Gary Oldman
in True Romance. One of the best characters ever.
So great.
Drexel. What's a Drexel? But like cultural appropriation. Let me ask you this. Trans folks, love them, great, be trans. Is that not gender appropriation? Your thoughts.
No, because you've assumed the actual role of who you are.
That's true.
Well, what about that Rachel
you're
Dolezal
big.
girl who, like, the white woman, the Jewish woman who...
The Orange is the New Black girl that they were calling? She had the, her face was a little orange. Yeah.
But she was like, I'm a black woman. The world's
she
like,
identified
no, you're
with
not.
Yeah.
Like,
well, she really lied, though. She was really like...
But that's
It was the deception with her.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think if she came out to be who she was and still did what she did and looked how she looked or whatever, I think everyone would have been fine with it. It was the lie that...
It was a horrible
So
lie.
you can't appropriate gender.
I mean, if you assume you've become that gender, so it's not an appropriation because you've decided that that's who you're going to be.
What if I became a Rasta guy? Like, I'm born in Massachusetts, but now I'm all into, like, I'm going to start growing weed and getting beads in my hair.
You actually become a Rastafarian?
Yep.
But I think with the
you don't think that I'd get pushed back on that?
You would, but when investigated deeper, you're like, yo, this guy actually studies this shit. Like, you can't do anything but respect that.
Did you guys see the white dude that made himself a Korean?
No.
There was a guy who he's white, completely white. Has no, I don't believe he has any Korean blood in his body, but he was born in Korea and like grew up there a little bit. He just had surgery to bring his eyes back to look Korean, to make his final transformation.
Because that's how he feels.
Because he's like, I'm Korean. Your thoughts?
Wow.
I mean, if that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do.
That's how I feel too.
Yeah,
but
it's
like,
not hurting me, so-
that's why I feel like let everyone do
Yeah.
whatever they want and
Yeah, I
don't give
don't
anyone
care.
shit for anything.
Yep.
For anything. Like the appropriation stuff. If I go to Japan and I buy like Japanese trinkets or a Japanese shirt, some people will call it cultural appropriation, but I'm also helping,
Right.
the economy of these places. Like, pretty soon we get to a point where we can't even eat Chinese food anymore.
Well, they were picking on Gwen Stefani. For
Yeah,
that.
she was the big cultural.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
And I
For
loved
her
what
hair or
she
something, or
said.
what?
No, the Harajuku girls.
Oh,
I'm saying
right.
that wrong.
No, that's right.
But remember,
Harajuku.
remember when she had, and they were saying that that's wrong. She was like, "Are you kidding me? Like, I love Japan. I love that. I'm not." There's a great.
I think it's
great
genuine
article.
with her though.
Yeah, like she really was like, "What are you talking about?" Plus, it was years ago too.
We're all
Even
nuts.
now, I know it's too much.
We're all nuts.
I think it's
It's too much.
I think it's
over it.
obvious when someone's is genuinely invested in the culture as opposed to just trying to, use it for their own, appropriation. I guess.
But everybody's triggered too much now, and just
Fucking word makes me so angry.
I feel like it's horrible. I feel like I'm 100. I'm like, get off my lawn.
We're at that age. We're at that point.
Yeah,
Yes, we are.
it's,
Like,
you know,
I don't want to make any more new friends. I don't want to hear any more new music. Like, all
Correct.
the music I like has already come out. I'll never like another song
Yep.
ever again. It's all it.
same.
I think that happens to everyone
Guys,
after about 30 something.
We have a few more of these rare form posters left. We're going to wrap up the show. There's a few more of these things. They're being shipped out soon. Please hit me up if you want one of these amazing hand screen posters. Limited edition of 50.
How
We're
much are
almost
they?
done. These are $40. Yeah, they're pretty sweet, huh?
Yeah, they're really nice.
Do you want one?
Yeah,
I'll give you one.
you will.
Yeah, you've
You
earned
didn't
it.
even offer me one.
You guys want to split one?
Sure.
You could be like, you can have visitation rights on the weekends or something. Do you want a poster?
I mean, if it's free, well,
Dude.
just keep it.
Do you want-
I mean, I move too much and I'll lose it.
Well, I have a little secret stash that aren't the numbered. Well, I'll give you a numbered one. Listen, you guys, I love you both. You can both have a poster, which leaves none
like-
left for you guys. Sorry, we're out of them. No, there is a few
You're
left.
like Oprah right now.
That's right. Thank you.
You get a poster.
Thank you.
And you get a poster.
Thank you. That's all I want to be.
Yep.
I had more stuff to get to, but let's save it for next week because it's hot in here. I'm tired. I'm hungry.
And it's a new moon tonight.
Ugh. I have a pretty famous astrologer friend who wants to come on this show.
Ooh. Who is it?
Well, she's not she's done stuff for like Oprah and shit. Her name is Lisa Stardust.
Will she? Oh, I think I've heard of her.
Yeah, I went to high school with her.
Will she do my chart?
Yeah.
All right, pause.
She'll do it for free. I'll make her do it for free. Yeah.
Really?
Because she wants to be on the
So
show.
cool. Oh my God, I'm excited.
She already asked.
Oh my God. Hello?
We almost went to
New
prom.
moon on Monday. On Sunday?
So
I
Dan
have-
hates astrology.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well,
Okay, all right.
based on his face.
We gotta slow all this shit down for a second. I'm getting rageful.
What sign are you? This is so
Before
like a
we
Pisces.
started-
Are you Pisces?
Heidi, you're gonna make me throw up. I don't like you right now. We were outside talking before the show, and you mentioned something about like the fucking moon. We're trying to figure out why we're all off, and you're like, "Let's see where the moon's at today. It's in the sky, first of all. Is it a new moon? Is it what is it?" I really have a tough time with you people.
Really?
Yep.
Why?
Because you sound so stupid. I understand that the
Do you know who
moon.
Doug Stanhope is?
Yes, of course.
I love
I've hung out
Doug
with
Stanhope.
Doug before.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Do you know his
love
joke
him.
about astrology?
No.
He's like, and I'm going to butcher, I'm sorry, but basically he's like,
You know, comedians shouldn't tell other comedians jokes.
yes,
But
I'm
premise,
going to.
There we go.
He basically
You're
was
off
like, so you mean to tell me if you were born a month later, you'd be sucking my dick and not an asshole?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's
I
good.
love Doug Stanhope.
I understand that the moon is powerful. I understand that it controls the oceans. So as I'm saying that, I'm realizing that it's not crazy to think that it could control stuff inside your body.
Totally.
But it really bothers me that people like, I'm in a bad mood because the moon is pulling on my whatever the fuck. I have a tough time with it. Why do you believe it so much? And do you really believe that the moon affects all your feelings?
Yeah, because my moon's in Cancer.
What does that mean?
Is it in retrograde?
Oh, God. I'll blow my head off on this podcast. If I kill myself, you have to upload it, please. I want people to see what you guys
Sure
did to me.
thing.
Explain. How did you get into this, and have you always had this brain injury?
I've always been because it's after years of knowing like, oh, I'm a
But don't you think you start
talk about
doing?
it, your face. I
Don't you
can't.
think you start leaning into what you've been told? Meaning that now
That's
you know.
True.
Heidi,
Yeah.
this is my open-minded face.
But it's funny though. But I'm actually drawn to Geminis because but I've noticed that then like people are like,
What's so good about a Gemini? Explain what a Gemini is.
Is that you, Dan?
No.
it's
If you're so
end
good at
of
this,
May into
what-
June.
If you're so good at this, what am I?
I would probably say you're either like a Taurus or you're
An
a
asshole.
fire sign.
What's that?
Fire signs are Aries, Sag, Leo.
So what am I?
I don't a fire sign. A Taurus.
I'm a Sagittarius.
See, I knew it.
Yeah, but you mentioned
'Cause
four. You mentioned
no,
a
'cause we
third.
get along so well that, and I'm a fire sign, and you're a fire sign.
Okay, what am I, Heidi?
I would say like a Cancer.
Close.
Are Cancers the one that defend all black defendants? all black people accused. Is that what a Cancer is?
I'm a black man.
What
you go.
sign are you?
Leo,
Oh, yeah, me too. When's your birthday? In July?
26.
Of July?
Mhm.
Yeah. So he's an end of.
We're gonna have a Darren birthday party on the
No,
show.
we're not.
We're gonna go nuts.
No, we're
It's
not.
gonna be all about you. You're the only person on camera that episode.
No, we're not.
Yes,
I have
and
my
like
camera on now.
and super close
I'm
up,
gonna turn it
like
up.
macro level, like right up in your grill.
Nah.
And we're gonna project us in your eyeballs. It'll just be us. It'll be the weird episode.
That's cool. Anyhow,
Um,
I'm sorry. I'll stop. But
No, I am curious, like how I
what does
like
your wife
you.
think? Is she into that stuff?
She's into like crystals and stuff.
Oh yeah, I am too. And tonight's a good night to wash your crystals in the moon.
All right, now we're getting a little.
You're testing
wacky.
me. I'm getting like
Your crystals to do what? Wait, what crystals?
my blood pressure is like.
It's
up
good. You
here.
can just put them on like you wash them. You put
Why would
them
you wash
under
them?
the moon.
Why would you wash
Because
your
the
crystals?
energy from the moon, especially a new moon, because it's all new energy and
Why is it new energy
Yeah.
from the moon? What's different about the moon?
a different waning, waxing things. So tonight it starts the new moon, and 3 days prior and three days after, it has more. It has a lot of the the effects of it, the energy, the
I still want to know why would you wash your crystals?
I do just
How do you have crystals from where?
different places, but I just
Don't
have,
play dumb, Darren. You
but
know.
No,
have,
I
like,
don't.
I have different types of stones. So there's a
For
place
what?
called House
Dude,
of Intuition.
There's
here
stones
in
that you
LA.
get, and like there's one that like if you want money, you'll like get the stone and keep it in your pocket, and it will bring good luck. Good luck.
I have black tourmaline, and it helps with like my back pain. I swear to God.
How's your back feel right now?
I haven't had back pain in months. Months.
What's the stone that gets you the better boyfriend? By the way, did he hear the segment?
No.
Will he?
I don't know.
Does he ask you about like how the show go? Does he even know that you're doing the show?
Yeah.
What's his?
But
what's his
he's.
take?
I'm trying to. Okay. I'm trying
Oh,
to.
Heidi, you do
focus.
show?
I'm trying to
do
focus
show.
on not being.
Does Dan bring
sweating
falafel?
now. Sweating. That's not how he talks. He talks like a New Yorker.
That was New York. What I don't know what you heard in that, but that was New York
That
accent.
was like a.
Listen, Heidi, get the fuck out of here.
And give me a falafel.
I'm trying not to think too much about it because he's in Aruba and he doesn't he's not the boyfriend that, and I'm glad that he's not the one that calls like every night, like good night,
Or ever.
or like responds to a text.
He doesn't bog you down with feelings and emotions and care. It's great. It's great.
It's too much.
So let me ask you this: if he heard the segment from last week, would it be a conversation? Would he be like, "What's up with that?"
No, because he knows you guys are playing.
Good.
Oh, they're going to say he knows that you're retarded.
No, he
that's
likes to
perfect.
laugh at himself. And
I love
things,
it.
So
Well, good.
He's
Are we
good.
gonna meet him ever?
yeah, I hope so.
Would he
You know,
ever?
all right, this.
He met Todd because
You're
he
on
saw
to-
him on the street.
I think you're on to what I'm on to.
You go first.
Okay. Let's do a show with our significant others
Oh shit.
where they are the hosts and we have to sit here and watch them talk.
Oh, I don't think so.
amazing.
Well, they'd be terrible, actually.
They'd be terrible, but we could do like a. Todd and I talked about doing this forever. We could have them all come on and have listener questions, or like we.
Oh, hell no.
Like Heidi and I would,
My girl would be like-
interview your girl, and like you and Heidi would interview my wife.
Hell no.
Yes.
My girl would
That'd
be
be
like, this
amazing.
motherfucker is
Yeah.
terrible.
She goes, Darren doesn't know, but we've been broken up for 4 months, but
I know she's trying to break up with me and I
trying
can't
hard.
figure it out.
You know, let it happen. Would he ever take a phone call? Would he ever like
Yeah,
talk
of
to
course.
us? Ooh.
Yeah. You know, he was on Lost, that show Lost. So I saw one of the actors from it. I never watched it, but there's an actor who I just adore. And I met him at CBS yesterday. I walked up and I was like, "Hi, I'm so-and-so's girlfriend." And he's such a great actor. His name's Nestor.
Nestor?
Yeah, he's on the morning show with Jennifer Aniston now. He's so great.
What, is that show any good?
So good.
I forgot I wanted to watch that. Oh, one thing I'm watching. Everyone always wants to know what's good. So the morning show is good.
Yeah, the morning
You
show.
don't want to watch TV, do you?
No.
Okay.
I watch no TV.
Netflix has a new series out. By the time you hear this, I think all episodes will be out.
Is it the Fear one?
Fear Street.
I just watched it before I came here.
Both of them or just the one?
Just the one. Is the other one out
Other
now?
one came out last night at midnight.
my-
I watched it last night.
Is it good?
So, guys, there's a Netflix original trilogy. They're releasing one of the movies a week, so 3 weeks. Part 1 and 2 are out. Fear Street, 1994.
So good.
Fear Street, 1978. And then next Thursday night, Fear Street, 1966 comes out.
Oh my God. The music is amazing in the first one.
It's great. It's almost a little too much
There's a
music.
lot of music.
Like, they really licensed it a lot.
the scene where she gets on the bus and stuff, there was
God.
one song and then there's another song and
It's
she
quick
puts
cuts.
on her head.
It's a little.
Yeah.
I actually didn't like it. It was
Yeah.
almost too much of
I
a song.
completely agree
But
with
it's
you.
a horror trilogy on Netflix, and like it's a trilogy told backwards, which is really neat. Like it starts.
sounds good.
It starts with like the newest thing that happened, and then they have to they kind of go back in time to see what got you to that point. Really cool.
It's from
Yeah, I can fuck
what's
with
his
that.
face that did Goosebumps.
Oh, is it?
Stein.
R.L. Stein?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. That's
R.L.
right.
Stein.
Is that a woman? I thought
No,
that was a
that's
woman.
guy.
It's a guy.
Oh, I thought it was a woman.
Yeah.
I guess women don't do anything good.
But you know what's really good is Panic. I loved it. I love all the young adult shows, and Panic is
Panic?
on
What's that?
Amazon Prime. It's really
I
good.
don't watch
and
any of
it's-
their originals.
But it's with the girl who's in Fear Street, Sam. She plays Sam. It's with her, and then the other guy that worked in the mall with the other.
Oh, Ryan.
Ryan, he's in it too. There's a bunch of people in that show that are in this one now.
So I'm happy you loved it.
I loved it.
Yeah, I'm really into it. It's good.
I love that.
If you're a horror fan and like it does hit a lot of the nostalgia of like the 90s. I wasn't alive in 78, but I imagine that 70s vibe hits a little bit.
I'm gonna check.
From what you've heard.
From what I've heard, I'm gonna.
Is 70s
check it out.
horror the golden era?
For me, it's the 80s. I'm a slasher guy, but like my favorite horror movie ever is The Exorcist, which is 1973.
I never saw it.
What?
I never saw it either.
I wasn't allowed to.
Can we
it was so banned in my. Like,
okay, Patreon people, we're gonna do a watch along of The Exorcist at some point. The three of us.
Okay.
You
It's
would be surprised
fucking-
at the movies I've never seen.
Is it still good?
It's the best
It
ever.
holds up. Okay.
It won an Academy Award. It won Best Picture.
Right.
I mean,
is it scary though, or is it just?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the scariest fucking movie ever.
Have you seen that bit that Paul Mooney talked about him and Richard Pryor going to see it?
Yes, I think I have.
Yeah, they're
Like,
so funny.
My mom went, and there were people throwing up in the theater and running out.
Stop.
Yeah, she went. She waited in line for like 4 hours to see the movie.
Wow.
Lines around the block. It's terrifying, and like, I mean, there's people that are going to argue and say it's not, but it's the best horror movie of all time. Huh. And it's like it's a drama. It's a slow burn. It takes so long to get to like the stuff, but the tension builds.
So this trumps Hitchcock?
The acting. Oh, I think so. Yeah, I think so. It's a perfect movie. The effects are unbelievable for the 70s. So yeah, that was 73, and then Halloween came out in 78.
I love that movie.
Jaws, which I consider a horror movie, is 74.
Yeah.
I've never seen any of these movies.
Oh
man.
God.
Man, you're missing
So
some good
good.
stuff. Do you like horror stuff at all?
No.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Yeah.
I don't like anything that isn't based in reality.
Jaws is reality.
Jaws reality.
That's not reality.
Sharks
on.
eating people? I mean, there's nothing supernatural about Jaws.
Say that again?
There's nothing supernatural about Jaws.
Yeah, but I mean, you know.
Look at it.
Have you seen
Silly.
Silence of the Lambs?
No.
Oh
That's
my
based in reality.
God. Yeah,
Have you
that's
seen
a
it?
true
Have you ever
story.
seen a movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw Malcolm X.
Wait.
You're really
Oh boy.
you're having a tough time bucking stereotypes today.
I know. I decided I'm going to lay it all
Tough
out.
time. Yep.
Wait, did you guys hear? Okay, so
Can I have a sip of your purple drink?
last
Purple drink.
last episode I talked about the bears that we saw. Did you hear about the woman who was riding her bike on a bike trip in Montana? She's from out here in Chino, and she camped, and a grizzly took her out of her freaking tent and ate her, killed her, and they just
Oh, it didn't
killed
eat her
the
out. It ate her body.
Oh
It'd be cool if it just like
But what's
But they killed a grizzly.
that
They
is
found him.
why I will not camp.
It's so dumb. Like, why would you? Oh my god.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's not a crazy thing to happen. That's where they live.
So
Yeah.
okay, listen,
Yeah.
if a piece of pizza came and slept on a plate in my kitchen, like if a piece of pizza came in and took a nap on a dinner plate,
And it's like, damn, I got 8.
I'm gonna eat it. You know, and that's like when you go into the woods and you sleep
Right.
on the ground,
Yep.
you're sleeping on a bear's dinner
I
plate.
guess what happened
Right.
too. I think there were other people with her, but nobody had time to take out the bear spray and do it because my sister and them.
Bear spray?
and
I don't
them-
think the bear's scared
So
of
my
spray.
sister just.
It
had-
does actually. It's like pepper spray.
Yeah. So my
but
sister.
like, don't keep it away. Keep it out. I would keep it in my hand. It would be
Right.
about like a pulley on my neck.
My sister, they just went camping in northern Wisconsin, kind of where we had just been. So her and her kids, my nieces and stuff, and she had to go buy some bear spray, and you have to actually sign for it at the
Well, it's a weapon. I mean, it's like it's self-defense.
and they have a holster. So she had it on. She was like, "Fuck that, I'm having this."
I can't. So people have described like bear attacks, and it sounds like one of the worst ways to go because the bear, what they do is they just like they're not scared of you in any way, so they put their paws on you and just hold you down and just take bites whenever they want to bite.
Oh my
Just hold you in
God.
place.
Oh my god.
They don't like a cheetah or a shark will try to kill you so you stop fighting.
Right.
A bear just like steps on you and like eats your back, like starts at your back.
Did you ever see what's the movie with
Grizzly Man.
No,
Oh.
the movie with Leo DiCaprio.
Oh, of course. The one he won the Oscar for. Everyone's
Revenant.
Revenant.
Oh my God, that scene is in. Have you seen it?
Nope.
Don't listen. Assume he hasn't seen it at this point.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
That scene
It's
is
wild.
amazing.
The effects are unbelievable, and I don't think there's a score in that scene. So you're in the moment with him being attacked by a bear.
That's a great film.
It looks like such a real bear attack. You got to see it. Oh my God. All right, well, thanks for listening, everybody. We have a lot more to get to next week. How's your second show being here? You enjoying it?
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Do you like it?
Love it. When I asked
Sure.
you, was there any hesitation for you to be like, I don't want to do it full time?
No.
Good. I love it.
No.
I'm so happy you're here.
I'm so happy I'm here.
It's more fun.
I'm really sorry that you lost a listener.
No, we didn't.
I'm sure you lost a few more.
Keep listening, dude. Give Heidi, anyone who's on the fence, give Heidi 30 shows, okay?
Damn.
Give her almost a full year. No, give her 4 shows. I guess you give her no shows, because the overwhelming majority of people love you. And listen, we lost listeners when Todd left.
Really?
We had people bounce from the Patreon. We had people like unsubscribe from the Instagram.
Damn, that kind of hurts, man.
Wow.
Right? It had to. Don't lie.
I noticed it, but I also I am in a good place. I can just accept it. Like I'm a Stern fan. There's people on the show that I like more than Howard.
Right.
You know, like if like Artie, I think Artie was funnier than Howard was. So when Artie left, I kept watching the show, but it will never be the Artie era for me.
We saw Larry the other day. From Stern.
Melrose Larry Green.
Yeah.
Nice. I've seen him before.
With his
He's
little
still out there.
flag. Yeah, he was a little flag. He was on Rossmore and Beverly.
He lives out here?
Yeah, my boyfriend's like.
That's why he's Melrose Larry Green.
Yeah.
Melrose in California.
You're killing me, Larry.
Yeah.
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 Well, cool.
Stern, but yeah, the fact like people said sent messages being like, sorry, I'm just not gonna, Todd was my guy. I'm not going to listen anymore.
Damn.
And part of me was like, I don't know why you feel compelled to tell me that, but cool.
Yeah, just dip out.
Thanks for supporting the guy that's not here anymore. But listen, we have such an amazing, loyal fan base, and we're going to pick some up. We're going to lose some. But the point is, there's thousands of people that love the show, and now most of them are going to love you, except for one.
Except for one guy.
Yep. And that's the guy we're going to think about every week.
Yep.
Trying to win him back.
I'm going to, whatever he needs, if he wants me to just be quiet through the whole thing, not snort, maybe it's a snorting.
It's definitely good that when there's one person who disagrees, that we change the entire show to
I think
that
so,
guy.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's smart.
I think
It's a good business model.
Oprah, I think, told my
She
friend.
told your
Joel
friend,
that-
listen,
Yeah.
if you have thousands of fans and you get one piece of pushback, cater to that person.
Change the whole thing. Yep.
Because if you can't make everyone happy, make one person happy is what they say.
I think we should make pillows with that in there.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah, or
and
like a
maybe
shirt.
we can send one to this guy and
Yeah.
and literally buy his support.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's make t-shirts. Self-respect is secondary.
That's good.
Oh, that's good.
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
We're about to do that. Self-respect is secondary. I like it.
Reform Radio.
Thank you. Darren, you can follow at DNelly Radio, Heidi at Heidi Sabrina, at Dan Cleary 79. Again, hit me up either at Reform Radio on Instagram or Twitter, or at Dan Cleary 79. If you want one of the last few posters, stoked about them. Really happy that you guys are digging them. I signed them all yesterday, and they'll be shipping out in the next few days. So that's exciting. Love you both. Anything?
Love you.
Any closing?
No, just make sure you wash your crystals tonight.
And if people are watching on YouTube, what should they do?
Go to YouTube.
They're already there.
They're
already there.
Like and subscribe.
Look at the camera and give them a heartfelt like what to do.
And subscribe.
If you enjoyed this episode.
If you enjoyed this episode.
You don't have to whisper it. I'm just whispering.
Oh, if you enjoyed this episode, like and subscribe.
Point to the like button.
Like, is it down here?
And then
like, subscribe.
wait,
That's
no,
weird.
subscribe. They're both there, and then hit the bell notification.
Ding.
Yeah, we got
bell
to do that. Do you know how to
notification.
do that? We got to figure that out.
What's the bell notification?
So when we post a new video, people get an email being like, "Hey, RFR's got a new video, y'all.
Oh.
Or they get a notification
like
too.
and subscribe.
Just do a little bit of this.
Like and subscribe.
Yep. That was really smooth, I think.
I've been working on it.
I think we're gonna do that every week, and you're gonna be the official, like, hype person for the social medias.
How's this? Like and subscribe.
You gotta hold eye contact a lot
Top
longer.
of the morning.
You're still saying it wrong. Again, try it again. We're not leaving until you get it.
Top of the morning.
No,
Morning.
Try it again.
Morning.
Don't tell her.
Top of the morning. Top of the morning to you.
So you went from Ireland to Tulsa,
Did you
Oklahoma.
ever see I Love You, Man?
Yes.
That's one of my favorites.
Slap at the
That's
bass?
one of- Yes. Slap in the bass.
Slap at the bass, man.
Slap in the
Slap at
bass.
the bass, man.
That's me in like male form. That's totally me.
Paul Rudd?
His character in that film is me.
That's a good thing to be.
It's me.
That's a good thing
I
to
say
be.
the craziest. Dumb. I'm like, I just said that.
Like top of the morning over and
Top
over
of the
again.
morning. Top of the morning to you. Remember in what movie was in that? You sound like you're from London. What's that from? Sarah Marshall.
I didn't like that
Remember?
one. No,
Yeah, I
that
wasn't a
movie was
huge
shit.
fan.
That movie was shit.
I liked it. It was okay.
Darren, you seen that one?
Nope.
No, you go.
Oh, no.
Top of the morning to all of you.
Top of the morning.
Can you say Aisha Shai?
Aisha Shai?
Aisha Shai.
Hi Shai.
Aisha Shai.
Hi Shai. Top of the morning. We lost about 10.
I did see the
10
Million
people
Man
right
March.
now.
You what?
The Million Man March.
Is that a film? By Spike Lee?
It's a movement.
It's a movement.
You guys are so
Get with
dumb.
it.
You guys are so dumb.
You know what? Sorry, I know you're trying to close the show,
So hard.
Top
and
of
I
the
keep
morning.
fucking it up.
I literally have been trying to stop the show for like a half hour.
Yeah, I
Top
know.
of the morning. I did it.
I have to figure out a way to.
Both of you talk, please, at the same time, please.
Yeah, I have to find a way. I think I might make it a segment where I force you to learn about Black culture.
Oh, hold it. Okay.
That's happening on the Real Housewives of New York at this moment. Go on.
You just made it sound like I don't want to have any part of Black culture. I do. Like you make
In
it,
what way?
What do you mean?
What do you want to? What do you
Like
what part of it
you make
wanna
it seem like it's like a punishment
Getting-
for me to like learn about Black people.
Getting,
all about it.
Getting dreadlocks doesn't make you. You don't get in that way.
Yeah, you do.
And with that, the show's over.
Top of the morning.
So what's the Black thing of today?
I don't know. I gotta think about it.
This is going to be a
I don't want
segment.
this to be ignorant.
Okay.
I want you to learn some real shit.
It makes me feel even stupider. Okay, what about Heidi? Remember what she said to the cop?
Top of the morning.
None of you guys
dear.
will know.
Heidi knew who
Hi,
Carl
Shay.
Kanai was.
So okay,
I work
oh
for
my
Carl.
god,
I know.
we went
talked
over
about it.
this.
Yeah.
We went over this.
I can ask him to come on the show if you want to.
That would be awesome.
I would love it.
I was like, okay, now you guys are booking my show.
I keep a list. I keep a running list of the people in my phone who I want to be on as guests on this
And Carl
podcast.
Kanai's been burning your
Carl
phone out.
Kanai is like the third name on the list. Him and
He's awesome.
Sidney Poitier.
Okay, what Black person, if any, would you want on the show?
It's easy. I mean, there's the few are unattainable.
Snoop Dogg?
I would love to have Snoop. Are you
Well, of
kidding
cour-
me?
of
Of
course.
course. I mean, Chappelle. I mean, of course.
Yeah.
Obama. Like,
Love
come on.
Chappelle.
But attainable?
Yeah, attainable.
Did I tell you when I met
Heidi,
Kanye West?
Heidi.
Go on.
what are you doing? I'm answering a question, and you're throwing a new question in there. What's yours? While I think.
No, it's Kanye West is aw. He really is a nice guy.
I don't believe that.
I believe it.
Super sweet.
Of course you do. I mean, why?
He was really kind.
I know people know him.
I would like to talk to Jordan Peele.
That's a good one.
I used to wait
Or
on him
Hannibal
all
Buress.
the time.
That's a good one.
Oh, I love him.
Mm-hmm.
But Jordan Peele, I used to wait on all the time. Right after Get Out came out. So
Oh my God.
4 years ago, like 4 years
Darren,
ago.
have you seen Get Out?
I have.
Of course you have. So for the record,
You know what? And my white, blonde hair, blue eyed girlfriend took me to it, and I was like, "Bitch, what are you trying to tell me?"
Darren has not seen Exorcist, Jaws,
I
Halloween,
was like, "I'm not going home with you."
Silence of the Lambs, but Darren has seen Malcolm X and Get Out. Boys in the Hood?
Nope,
What?
nope. My mom forbade me to see films like
Oh,
that.
it's so good.
Wow.
Yeah, she's like, "I went to Colby in Waterville, Maine, and we don't live that way.
You guys will see me next week with dreadlocks, and Darren will school me on black culture. What are we going to call that segment? It's got to end with corner. Everything we do on the show has to end with corner.
What's happening?
Darren's Culture Corner?
I was going to say something, but forget it.
Is it something that only you can say?
Yep.
You can go for it. I can edit it out if you want me to.
No, because I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable.
I can put a bleep on there.
Nope. Never mind. We'll figure it out. It'll be.
I'll make a
name.
sick beat for it. I'll put a sick beat behind it. Get my friend to scratch on it. All right, we got to get out of this place. I love you both. Thank
you.
everyone for listening. If you're on iTunes, leave a review. If you're on YouTube,
like and subscribe.
very good, Heidi.
Top of the morning.
That was very, very good.
Shush.
Very, very. We'll see you guys next week.
This is Lola, and I'm here to tell the world to stop being such pussies and listen to Rare Form Radio.